Hey everyone, this is Mikael and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to explore some very misinterpreted realms of pyramid scheme versus network marketing. Sounds interesting, right? Well, prepare yourself because it's not just about the pyramid-shaped business model, but it is about some very misleading promise of high returns, quick profits, and most importantly, distinguishing between the legitimate opportunity, which is network marketing, and also the potentially very damaging one, which is what we call the Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme, or money games. In this video, we'll unravel the complexity and the promises and also discuss why pyramid schemes inevitably will eventually fall apart. So are you ready to dissect the reality of pyramid schemes, money games, Ponzi schemes versus a legitimate network marketing or MLM business? Let's get started. So we often hear this word pyramid scheme or money games or Ponzi schemes, all right, in the West, right? So what exactly is a pyramid scheme or a money game? A pyramid scheme is actually a fraud investing or investment scam that promises high returns, high rates of returns, or sometimes they often promise constant returns. That means you get paid without even doing anything, just by investing, with a very little risk and all these sweet promises, right? Now, the structure of a pyramid scheme requires a constant flow of new investment. They need to keep recruiting or keep getting new money, new investment from new participants to pay the high returns that they promise you as an early investor. So pyramid schemes are considered unsustainable because the number of potential recruits will eventually run out. And those at the bottom of the pyramids are eventually unable to make any significant returns on all the investment that they're being promised. So this eventually will lead to the collapse of the scheme because there won't be enough new money to pay the early investors. With most of the participants, most of them will lose their investments. All right. So pyramid schemes are also illegal in most, if not all, countries because of the fraudulent nature. Now, the pyramid scheme came about, or maybe the name of this Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme, money games, how does it came about? One of the earliest happening of a Ponzi scheme or pyramid scheme came during the 1920s in the US. There's this guy called Charles Ponzi. He was one of the earliest men who devised money, old new money pay old money kind of scheme. He will keep on recruiting and getting new people to spread the word, and new people will invest money, but all new money that comes in, part of it will be paid, okay, to the older investors because he has promised them a constant return. So eventually he got caught, and then that's the start of this scheme. They call it the Ponzi scheme because his name was Charles Ponzi. Lately, I think in the 2000s, I think 2008 or 2009, there was this guy, this financial or banker called Bernie Madoff. You can Google it up. So after Charles Ponzi was in the 1920s, and about 80 years later, right, in the 2000s, again, it's this man by the name of Bernie Madoff. He was caught with running a similar scheme, but of course at a much bigger scale in the financial world, using financial products lure these people to invest into a similar Ponzi scheme, the pyramid scheme or money game. Now, there have always been a misunderstanding between a pyramid scheme and a legitimate direct selling or network marketing or multi-level marketing business, because sometimes people who has an interest in the Ponzi scheme or pyramid scheme, they will make it look or sound very similar to a network marketing business, which is legitimate. Now, how do we differentiate between the two? How do we know which one is a pyramid scheme and which one is a network marketing business? I have a few pointers to share with you, the differences between the two and how can we differentiate between the two. Now, first of all, point number one, between pyramid scheme and a legitimate network marketing. Now, the first point is the source of revenue between the two. For a pyramid scheme, the primary source of revenue is from recruitment of new members and new investment, not from sales of products. But a legitimate network marketing business, the revenue primarily comes from the sale of products or services, which consumers do need. That's one of the main differences between the two. So if you come into a so-called investment opportunity in which you don't see genuine product or services that people really need, then most probably it should be a money game or a pyramid scheme. Point number 2 is the way compensation to distributors come. Now, for pyramid scheme, participants are rewarded more from recruitment of new people, new investors, rather than sales of products or services to the end users. As for network marketing, a legitimate one, compensation or rewards is based on both personal and team sales volume to the end consumers. This is a big difference. Point number 3, the difference between the two is for a pyramid scheme, there often are no genuine product or services that people will need. Or if there is one, it is of very poor quality or significantly overpriced service or business that you don't really see. Now, for network marketing business, we always have a legitimate high quality product or service that people, the end consumer, will always need. It is a big difference. For a pyramid scheme, point number 4, the difference is that regulatory or governments in the whole world will always scrutinize on the illegal practice of a pyramid scheme. So that's why pyramid schemes and money games are illegal in many countries due to the unsustainable and often deceptive nature of the business. While for a legitimate network marketing business or direct selling business, we are always legal, we are always regulated, and also we are scrutinized by the authorities, such as in some countries by the FTC. Like my country, Malaysia, we are regulated by the government, and also we have associations like the direct selling associations. We are heavily regulated by all these bodies, so that we know in our business, the direct selling, the network marketing business, we always have to run the business in a very legalized way. Now, point number 4 is sustainability. I have mentioned before, because of the nature of the pyramid scheme or money game business, new money to cover old money, to cover old rewards, it is always unsustainable because it will always collapse when there's no more new recruits or new money, new investments. Whereas for a network marketing business, it is a sustainable business model as it is based on the sale of products, a sale of services. You will often see there are some network marketing companies or direct selling companies who has been around for 40 years, 50 years and above. Many of these countries, the country that I'm serving currently is turning 20 years next year. So you see all these kind of legitimate companies, we can run the business for a long time. Whereas for pyramid scheme, you don't see them around very often. They will come, they will pop up, there will be a big hoo-ha, and then they'll be out, and because it's not sustainable, they'll be out within 1-2 years or through maximum 2-3 years. They won't be around. So this is one big difference. Point number 5 is the creation of value. Now, in a pyramid scheme or a money game, there can never be real value being created other than money. Money just being moved from the bottom, the new recruits move from the bottom to the top. That's all there is in their business model. There's no real business model in a pyramid scheme or money game. Whereas in the network marketing business, we always create value to the people and to our consumers. Because we provide real products or real services to consumers, we educate our distributors with a genuine way of doing business. That's how we create value in our business. Point number 7, initial investment. Now, it has been in the past that we see pyramid schemes or money games that often require a very big initial investment, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or buy-in costs, because they had to buy in a position in the business, right? But lately, some of the money games that we see, they have changed a bit the tactics, right? They changed the buying cost to a much smaller chunk of money, but then you don't get to be paid a lot of money just by buying in small. You still have to buy in many places, right, in the business. Then only you get to earn money. So it's the same case. Eventually, they will have many tactics to lure you in to buying in more and more and more places. Whereas for a network marketing business, we don't really need any initial investment, because initial investment is always very reasonable payment just to buy a starter kit to get you started into the business, or an initial training cost. That's all. Very low cost. In Malaysia, where I am, the initial investment to become a distributor for a network marketing company typically costs between 50 to maybe 200 ringgit. That's a very reasonable cost to start a new business. All right. And last but not least, point number 8 is about business ethics. Now, for a pyramid scheme or a money game, they often rely on a lot of deceptive languages, deceptive or manipulative practices to lure you in. I can only speak for my side of the coin. Now, in network marketing, in legitimate direct selling or network marketing, we follow ethical business practices because we are bound by the law. We are bound by the law set out by the regulations in respective countries, that we cannot overclaim how much you're getting paid. We cannot overclaim. We cannot use deceptive or manipulative languages to entice people to join the business, or to make some investment, so-called. All right. So our operations has to be very transparent. How much is the payout? How is the rewards being calculated? How are the products being delivered to the consumers? Everything has to be very transparent. So business ethics wise, you will see a big difference. So these are, I've only listed eight points, right? 8 different points between a pyramid scheme or a money game, or versus the a legitimate direct selling and this network marketing business. There's also another pointer. I think you can quickly point out whether a company or a business is a pyramid scheme. Now, for instance, in my country, in Malaysia, direct selling companies, the legitimate ones, the network companies, will often have to be a member of an association such as the Direct Selling Association. Now, because all the member companies in the association, they are experts in this field. So whether a company is a pyramid scheme or is a legitimate direct selling business, they will know. They are the experts, right? So if you see that a company is a member of the direct selling, any direct selling associations in your country, so most probably this is a business which is legitimate, because they don't get to join any direct selling associations easily, right? They have a lot of fees they have to pay. They have to go through interviews, right? So if you see that a company is already a member of the direct selling association, whichever association it is, most probably this company is a legitimate business that you can work on. So there you have it, folks. The complex but actually simple world of pyramid scheme versus network marketing, the legitimate one. There I have it decoded for you. As we've just discovered just now, the allure of fast profits can often be a mirage, can often be a deceptive scheme, especially in the context of the pyramid scheme, right? But not all multi-level marketing structures or all network marketing companies are created equal. So it's vital, it's very important that you remember that this line that I always share with people. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. So if you look at a scheme that's presented to you that you just buy in a position, you don't have to work, you just invest and you wait and money will come to you constantly. It sounds too good to be true, right? It probably is. So always conduct a thorough research before you invest your time and money and your resources into a business. And always remember to be alert to the warning signs that I've just outlined today. Your hard-earned money, and most importantly, it's not only about money, it's your network, the people that believe in you. All right. These are things that we have to take very good care of. So take extra diligence into when you look into a new business proposition. Again, this is Mikael, and I hope that this video has provided you with valuable insights that will guide you in making smarter business or financial decision. If you find this video useful, or you have found value in this video, do hit the like button and share with your friends and family to spread this awareness. If you have any experience or insights you'd like to discuss with me, feel free to comment below. If you have had the good or bad experience, please do tell me about it. I'd love to hear from you and engage with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more enlightening content. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and as always, thanks for watching.